Everybody, bang on time with the latest updates from We Share Abundance, and it's New Year's Day with the first of the first, 2023. Wow, what have we got planned for 2023? I've got a couple of things I'm going to read to you in a moment, but just to get us started. We are a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world, and we are an emerging nation. We've only been around for a little over 2.5 years. We have our own economy, treasury, social services, currency, and we are now building our industries to strengthen that economy and to build the value and liquidity of our currency for the benefit of all our citizens. Who are our citizens? Anybody that chooses to come is very welcome. We're a non-separatist organisation. We don't recognise different geographical locations from people, colours, class, creeds, gender, financial status, educational level. That's all superficial stuff. We don't pigeonhole people at all. We just see everybody as a human being, and we recognise that every human being is unique and so has something unique to offer to our community, and should be and is treated with equal respect and love. All we ask is that you come with a positive mental attitude, a willingness to share love and abundance, and you'll fit in great. That's all there is to it. We have different things that members can participate in, excuse me, but none of them are obligatory. You can choose whatever you want, and everything that we have you can get involved with without putting your hand in your pocket. That doesn't mean that most members don't actually put their hand in the pocket, because it moves them along quicker, they can make more faster and this sort of thing. But it leaves the door open for everybody, regardless of financial situation. You can start with absolutely nothing and work your way to the top. It just takes longer and a bit more effort. Okay, with that said, we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'm going to be heading there right now to see if we've got some comments and see that things are working, and to say Happy New Year again to everybody. So when I get to Facebook, I'll be looking for the Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And when I get there, I'm going to be scrolling down and looking for the 1st of January, 2023. And so far looking so good. Click to expand. And we have Peter from Kettering in the comments. It is New Year's Day. It is getting towards the end of the Christmas holiday season. It officially ends on 12th night, which is the 5th of January. So there are a few days to go yet, with New Year falling on a Sunday. In the UK, I don't know whether anywhere else, we have a bank holiday on Monday because it would have been a bank holiday day. New Year's Day hasn't always been a bank holiday in the UK. In fact, when I started work, it wasn't a bank holiday. It, in fact, I'm not sure it was a bank holiday when I first went abroad, back in, I don't know, long time ago. So New Year's Day was a day when nothing much got done, but you couldn't have the time off because everybody came into work with hangovers, and they'd been up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and then they arrive at work 9 o'clock with droopy eyes and oh. So it was a good move, I suppose, to make it a bank holiday. Excuse me, I do apologise. Right. So we've got also we've got Richard in from Devon, and yeah, it is New Year's Day. Happy New Year to everybody. Um, Everybody now is into 2023, no matter whereabouts they're located geographically. Some people are actually into the 2nd of January already. Um, but we're still enjoying day one of 2023 here in the UK, where it's got a bit chilly. I've got to confess, it's been a bit chilly today, and it's only to be expected, really, I suppose, isn't it? Middle of winter. Right. We've got Buzina in as well saying Happy New Year from Scotland. Of course, it's a big event there, Hogmanay, they call it. And they really, really know how to celebrate in Scotland at this time of the year. So that's Buzina from Edinburgh. And we've got Akpomade in from Nigeria. Today, I got really totally confused with everything because with it being the new year, and then I've been planning things that I wanted to get done, and I've been setting some things up which um, are not worth mentioning at this moment in time because they're not working. Um, but um, I completely forgot that it's not just the end of the year, but it's the end of the month and the monthly figures and everything. And then I thought, how do we do them? And then I realised that they should be processed automatically now. But Devyani wasn't here, and I didn't know how to find things, and I've been trying to get hold of Devyani and sort things out. And eventually, I got hold of her, and she said, "Yeah, it's still there." And so we did find out, or I found out where the figures are, but I've not had time to sort of check them and go through them. But I've had a very quick look. I've not got them ready to post in the in the Facebook group, but I'll be running through some of them uh, for you in a moment. So let's get started now with a short prayer, followed by a little affirmation, and then we can crash on with what I can give you from the month-end figures uh, and a couple of little quotes I want to read for you, and um, we'll get on with things. So here's our little short prayer. It's to help us to achieve everything that we want in life, find true happiness, which is what everybody really seeks in life. And the only way to do that is through loving service to others. So this is our little prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you. And we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love each member may find the joy of service. Through service, bless each member, that they may attract true happiness and everything they need into their life. Amen. And we have also a little affirmation that helps us with non-separatist ideology, and that goes like this. We are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven. and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, let's see who else we've got. Um, we've got Kingsley from Manchester, and we've got Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA. How did your football go on yesterday, Deborah? All right. So that is college football, of course, that Deborah was interested in watching yesterday. They have a lot of college football games, American football, um, played on New Year's Day in the United States. Not sure if they have the big one as well, the Rose Bowl. Is that on New Year's Day in California? Sometime roundabout there, anyway. Okay. Um, yeah. So it is New Year, and there were a couple of quotes that I got, and I can't find them. No, I've got them, I think. Right, here's the first one, and it goes like this. In this new year, change your consciousness. Cultivate the right conduct and good habits that lead to freedom. When you can say, I don't indulge in bad habits because they are against my interest. I choose goodness of my own free will. That is true freedom. Um, this is from my guru, Padmansa Yogananda, and and he was very, very um, keen on positive mental attitude, using your will to achieve anything that you wanted to achieve in life. And this is another quote from him. Whatever you want to be, start to develop that pattern now. You can instill any trend in your consciousness right now, provided you inject a strong thought in your mind. Then your actions and whole being will obey that thought. Do not settle for a one-track mentality. You should be able to succeed in any profession or do anything you put your mind to. Whenever others told me I would not be able to do a thing, I made up my mind that I could do it, and I did. And then this is one that I like about the old year and the new year. Think of the beautiful happenings of the last year. Forget the dark experiences. Sow the good you did in the past on the fresh soil of the new year, that those vital seeds may grow in an even better way. Okay, I hope you like those little quotes, the little bits of wisdom. Alabama won 34-14, Deborah says. Okay, so she'll be happy with that. Deborah, Roll Tide. I don't understand Roll Tide, but anyway, she's happy um, with the victory. Uh, so there we go. I have, as I say, not analysed all the numbers and things yet, but a couple of things have happened that are really, really, really unusual. In the wrong, and looking for them now. But what we have is we have. I'm going to give you the winners of the top prize winners of all the pools. But it's very, very unusual that we have a person that is the top prize winner in more than one pool in a month. And it's happened in two instances in this month. Um, the Pool 1 winner is Andreas Zweck from Germany, I believe, and he was the top prize winner in Pool 1, and his prize was $688.60. Now, Pool 2 and Pool 3, top prize winner was the same person. Very, very unusual, but it is totally random. It can happen. Um, and the Pool 2 winner and the Pool 3 winner is Marcel Gagnon from Canada, and he won the top prize of $1,016 in Pool 2 and $1,681 in Pool 3. So huge congratulations to Marcel for Pools 2 and 3, being the top prize winner in both Pools 2 and 3. And to prove that it can happen, it happened again with Pools 4 and 5. And this was Russell Williams of the USA. He was the top prize winner in Pool 4 with $3,342, and he was also the top prize winner in Pool 5 with $6,676. Very, very unusual. It's never happened before where we've had two people in the same month being top prize winner in more than one pool. And this month it's happened twice, if you like. Two different people won top prizes in two different pools. It's just one of those things, okay? And the Pool 6 winner is from Nigeria, and that was Chukwuemezi Jude Eze. And he won almost $20,000, $19,668 as the top prize winner in Pool 6. And I know that a lot of people say, well, what's the purpose of winning these lottery prizes when we can't draw them out? The purpose is the same as a rich uncle leaving you $1 million in trust. Would you turn your back on it and say, oh, I don't want it because it's in trust, I can't get at it for 4 or 5 years? This is building your wealth. It's going to go up in value. And in 2023, I feel confident that we will start to see some small withdrawals from the Wealth Builder portfolios of our members. These will gradually grow. But we've taken a few years, we've taken almost 2 years now to establish a system and find out how we can do things and make it sustainable where we will be able to pay people. We've got people that don't understand what's causing this. You know, people say, "Oh, release release the withdrawals, even if it's only $10 a month." If it was possible to do it in a sustainable way, we'd already have done it. It has to be sustainable. We started out a little over 2.5 years ago, and we got in lots of cash in the first 6 months, over $4 million, and we paid out in the first 6 months all that cash, over $4 million. But we got to a point where we recognized that that wasn't sustainable, and there were only two options. One was to change and make things sustainable, or the other option was to say, okay, it didn't work, goodbye, we're closing down. That was never really an option. We've always been here for the long term, for the long haul, to build you and your future generations a legacy. And we are on the verge of doing that now. We are on the verge of getting to a point where we will have sustainable income for you. And that sustainable income will gradually increase. Okay? It's not going to start off at $50 and it may not stop at $50, but there will be some sort of withdrawals starting as soon as we get those liquidity pools rocking and rolling, filling up. And the signs for that happening are all good. How long, when, how much, I can't tell you. But it will happen as soon as is possible. People think that, oh, why not just have $10 a month? That's fine, but $10 a month is for everybody. It's not just for one person. If it was one person, yeah, okay, here's $10. But what we do for one, we've got to do for all. And we have thousands of members. We have about 4 or 5,000, I can't remember the number, of active members. Multiply that by 10. You've got 40 or $50,000 worth of tokens that need to be in demand, that need to be sold for us to activate those payments for our members. And that just wouldn't happen at the moment. And that is why we're working on the liquidity pools and getting things sorted out, strengthening our economy. And the members can help by promoting our industries, our Easy Business Builder, the SOAP program, the Poverty Crusher, secondary staking. All these things help build our liquidity pool. And the more effort you put in, the faster we will get there. We'll get there anyway, but people want it now. Well, if you want it now, put some effort in to get us there faster. Other than that, sit back, be patient, keep the faith. Okay? So those were your top prizes and the winners from the pools. I've not really had time to check everything else. I only just found out how to access this information because it's the first month that we've been fully automated, and hopefully you'll all have some winnings, or a lot of you will have winnings. About 20% of the members in the pool get some sort of prize. Okay, so there we go. We've got people congratulating the winners. um, I have um, an idea which came to me to help. There's a program which you can sponsor children, and it's $38 a month to sponsor a child, and that can make a big difference in their life. But I recognize that $38 is an awful lot of money for some people to commit to, especially every month, not just on a one-off basis, and for several years, because you're sponsoring a child who's 3 or 4, and you're going to be sponsoring them until they're maybe 16 or 18. It's a big commitment. There will be 1 or 2 people, but it wouldn't be much of a commitment at all, $38. every for a few years. But I know for a fact that when I've got involved in charities and uh, I do have stuff I subscribe to on a regular basis. Not great amounts of money, small amounts, and it can sometimes become challenging, even when it's a small amount. $6 or $7 a month, and it gets to the point where you think, can I really afford to continue with this? Or maybe it gets to the point where I've got to stop it for this month, and then it never gets started again. And and there are a lot of charities that are suffering with the economic situation we have now, because even when times are good, they struggle to get the funds that they need. But when times get hard, like they are at the moment with this economic downturn, then it's even more difficult for people to commit to this and to sustain it. So I have this idea where if we have a $5 a month donation and $2 of that goes towards sponsoring a child, it means that every 19 people that join and donate, we can sponsor one child. But if we use the power of the internet and networking, we can grow that number of people exponentially and quickly, and in a way where instead of it becoming a burden to pay that $5 every month, it can actually become a profit center. So out of the $5, there would be $2 going directly to the sponsorship account. Then there would be $1 going as a commission to the person that referred you, and another dollar going to the person that referred them. So it would be a two-tier referral plan. So what it means is if you to get involved and you say, okay, I'll donate $5, but I'll try and get to a break-even point by helping, by referring others, and that will help grow this and help us to sponsor more children. Then if you refer just two people, that refer two people, you would have actually a profit of $1 per month rather than a cost of $5 per month. The knock-on effect of that is that you then have 7 people, you plus the two you personally introduced and the four that were introduced by those two, a total of 7 people, $2 each, $14, halfway to getting that sponsorship there. And if we get more people enrolled, 3, 4, 5, 6, you could in fact generate $50 a month. And the knock-on effect of that, because everybody is duplicating down, even with just 2 people. If that duplicates down through 10 levels, although it's not paying any commissions to you through 10 levels, you're only getting 2 tiers, but it's going to keep growing through that. Everybody getting two, to 10 levels. We would, in fact, I think the figure's somewhere. Um, we would, in fact, if I can find it, uh, just bear with me a second. I would give you, and I'm calling this Charity 5 program in the Banished Poverty site. It's not completed yet. We've got to get the affiliate thing working properly. But if everybody just got 2 people, once it goes through duplicating 10 times, we would have sufficient to finance over 100 children, to sponsor over 100 children. Just everybody getting 2 people. 3 people, if everybody got 3 people, we could finance over 4,500 children, sponsor over 4,500 children through 10 levels. And if everybody got to the point where they introduce 7 people, not only would you be making a personal profit of $50, which if you didn't need, you can use any way you want for charity or whatever. But I know $50 would help a lot of people in a lot of third world countries, particularly, but also in some more prosperous countries. $50 a month would help. And if that duplicated just 7 levels, 7 times, we would be able to finance over 50,000 children. And I think this is something that we can do and make a very worthwhile effort. The emphasis here is not on how much can I make out of it. The emphasis is on getting people to a point where it doesn't become a burden to keep a charitable subscription going, and it could in fact become a profitable situation, so that that sponsorship continues and continues and continues, helping children throughout the world. So that is something that I am working on apart from everything else that we're doing. And we've got Michael Lockhart from the Bahamas saying, Happy New Year. My issue is that I don't see any reward from my second staking. So could you at this time tell me why this may be so? Are you logging in, Michael? You get a reward every day that you log in. Um, and it should show in your back office. Uh, it's not something I can check up on now. It's something that you need to put in a support ticket. But if you go to secondary staking in your dashboard, what does it show? I haven't got an account open at the moment with any secondary staking. Does it show me what? Uh, no, this is no good because this is no. This is the admin panel. Doesn't show. Um, let me have a look and see if I can get an account I know has secondary staking. Okay, secondary stake. When you click on secondary staking transactions, and you will see all your rewards, and you'll get reward for every day that you log in, and they will be numbered, and it will show you your closing balance, um, and the amount that you've been paid every day. Um, The cron job, I'm not sure when it runs. It runs maybe the second or the third, or I don't know. It's within the first week of the month, um, and then the balance gets transferred to your withdrawal if it's over the minimum of $10. $10 is the minimum we can pay out. Um, most wallets, not most, but the wallets that I use tend to have a minimum of $10 that you can pay out in USDT. So it has to be a $10 minimum. And once it's got to $10, it will transfer into your withdrawals and it'll show in there. But uh, but there you go. Yes, I log in perfectly. 100. Okay, well it should be showing. If it's not, you'll have to put in a support ticket. Peter says mine is showing, Graham, paid for 31 days. Maybe Michael means withdrawal. The withdrawals are done automatically. I can't remember when. Um, within the first week of the new month. Okay, so if that's what you're on about, Michael, um, then just hang in there. It'll be shown as a withdrawal pending, and once they're all pending, they will get paid. We pay them manually. You've got to give us a few days to pay them all out. Okay. Usually everything's done and dusted within 10 days. Right. So, but it's working for Peter, should be working for everybody. There's no reason why one person should have an issue where other people don't have an issue. So that pretty much covers what we've got. I say I got confused by everything today. I need to go through those figures, extract the ones that are of interest to you, and let you know where we're up to with everything. We are now going to be crashing forward as soon as we can get um, the Caleb O'Dowd team onto onto the marketing campaign. It'll take them 3 or 4 weeks to set everything up. We'll try and hurry them along a bit if we can, and once it's all set up and the marketing goes out, it should only take 2 or 3 days to get the required response from the marketing to move people through a system, and we'll be within another couple of weeks. We should see all the results of that coming in. So that's exciting. That'll be starting, and that will uh, boost our liquidity pools. It will provide our Turkey Cash people with income, and it will benefit the share abundance in general. Okay. Um, I don't think I've got anything else to cover. I've no notes. Uh, we will still be in the holiday season, if you like, until the 5th. But we'll try and get things moving as quickly as we can tomorrow. Um, I say it's a bank holiday here in the UK. I don't think it's a bank holiday in the States. It probably is a bank holiday in places like uh, Australia, New Zealand. Um, and then there's the sort of winding down to 12th night, and then it's all systems go. Okay, so that's that. We will be moving forward with everything as quickly as we possibly can in 2023. Let me check the chat in the Melon app and see what we've got here. I can't see anybody from YouTube or. Okay, we've got somebody here from YouTube. Funky Dada saying Happy New Year. So Happy New Year from you and Happy New Year to you. Okay. And we got Lewis in as well from Portugal. Sir Graham, can you please send a copy of this message to our dashboards? What message? I don't know what message you're talking about, Aretha Nix. Can you please send a copy of this message to our dashboard? I don't know what message you're talking about, Aretha. The withdrawal system. The withdrawal system only affects people with secondary staking, and that is that displays in your dashboard if you are staking, if you do have secondary stakes. Okay, so there's nothing to add to that, and that there's nothing much I can add to that either. We will be here again tomorrow. Deviani still won't be around tomorrow. We'll be working on things, particularly with the Caleb O'Dowd ROI Tips team. That is our big priority through January, and it'll probably stray into February, the first couple of weeks of February, to get that first campaign up, running, completed, and the results out for you. So that's it from me for today. As usual, I'll be here, same time, same place, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, we share abundance publicly. And until then, be with the warriors. Get out there, share love and abundance. It'll bring you happiness. And that happiness will attract into your life everything that you materially need. Okay? So get out there, be with the warriors, share love and abundance. It's what we're all about. And happy New Year. It's going to be a prosperous one. God bless. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Until then, I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always keep a healthy smile. See you later, alligator. And go the extra mile. I'll see you later, alligator.